Hi, I'm ilabasmati, and today I'm going to talk about the Hours of Mary of Burgundy, the book of Hours of Mary of Burgundy, Virgin and Child. Virgin and Child is a page, not all the books. This is uh, this is Mary of Burgundy, uh, the most powerful woman in this time. This is the Virgin, the Child, four angel, and this is a page. There are a lot of pages, very interesting. We don't know the author. Uh, well, it's 1470. It's begin in this time, 1470, and finish 1477, more or less. We suppose all the things because nothing is sure. Well, in Germany is Stadenburg der Maria von Burgund. Well, the Burgund was a state stronger than France, than other countries, the most powerful of Europe, and with a lot of luxury. Well, it's a book of hours, a form of the devotional books for lay people, completed in Flanders around 1477. It was probably commissioned for Mary, the ruler of Burgundian Netherlands and the wealthiest woman in Europe, the most powerful. No records survive as his commission. The book contains 187 folios, each measuring 225 by 150 millimeters. It consists of the Roman liturgy of the hours, 24 calendars, rolled 20 full-page miniatures and 16 quarter-page format illustration. Its production began in 1470 and include miniature by several artists that we don't know sure who was or which was or which which the foremost was the unidentified by influential illuminator known as the master of Burgundy, the very famous, but we don't know the name of the master of Burgundy, who provide the book with its meticulously detailed illustration and borders. Other miniature considered and older tradition were contributed by Simon Marmon, Wilhelm Willard, and Lieven van Laden. The majority of the calligraphy is attributed to Nicolas Spiernis, with whom the master collaborate. There in the same books there are different workers. The people who write, the people who make the drawing, put the color different. Well, Nicolas Spiernig was one the master collaborate on in other works, and who may also have provided a number of illustrations. The two best known illustration contains revolutionary tropelolé technique of showing us a French second perspective. In this time is a time of transition from the Middle Age to the Renaissance, and then it began with the perspective with the oil, different color. Well, all the scenes are changing. There is a change of paradigm. Second perspective through Hans' open window from the main pictorial section. It's something known as one of the black book of hours. In this time in Burgundy, it was fashionable um, to wear in black. Uh, and then the book has several page 37, I suppose, in black. We are not sure if because the father of Mary of Burgundy has died with in Nancy with 43 years. And then we're not sure if the book at the beginning was for the father and after Mary, and then change and recycle the book, the present. Well, the Black Book Hours do of the dark and summer appearance of the first 34 page, sorry, not 37, 34 page, in which the guild letter was written in black panels. Given the dark colorization and mournful tone of the opening folios, the book may originally had been intended to mark the death of Mary's father, Charles the Bold, who died in 1477 in Nancy at the Battle of Nancy. The soldier, his soldier, met him without in over the lake, of the ice of the lake in Nancy, without any dress. Well, midway through his production is through to have been recommissioned as a gift to celebrate the marriage to Maximilian Tonali. The early page changed from dark some color to a later sense of optimism and unity. Mary of Burgundy can be identified as the woman in the foreground of folio 14b from the facial similarity to documented contemporary drawing and painting. She is known as an elegant young princess, 20 years, reading. This is the princess. This is Mary of Burgundy, a princess, reading a book with a dog. Reading a book of hours, her fingers traces the text of what seemed to be the word obsequio de Domina Santa Maria. In English is basic C, Holy Mary. More or less, my English is horrible, but more or less you can understand. A popular play of indulgence in a contemporary manuscript illumination or donor venerating the Virgin and Child. Mary is positioned in an intimate and private domestic setting, probably private chapel, oratory, reading a book, an hour draped in a green cloth. A small white dog, a symbol of faithfulness, rests on her lamp. She wears a gold and brown velvet dress and long hanging from which hung a transparent veil. The window before is open through two timber boards adorned with glass. Its legs contain bell rosary, beads, and gold chain with ruby and 4 pearls. Here you are. The 4 pearls, the books, the finger, the flower, the Irish. 2 red carnation as a symbol of betrothal, and a crystal vase contain large flowering Irish. A late medieval a symbol of purity. The Virgin and Child are visible through the open window as an image within image, as if a appreciation of the literal embodiment of the book she's reading. Thus, Mary of Burgundy is placed in physical proximity to the Virgin. Another time, here's Mary of Burgundy. Another time, Mary of Burgundy praying to the Virgin and the Child, four angels, and there are different assistants of the Mary of Burgundy. She is in two situations, different situations. It's a window, proximity to the Virgin with the usual intercession of the saint. The Holy Family are seated in a Gothic church with a high vaulted deambulatory for the high altar, in front of which a lattice pattern decorative carpet. Four angels sit at the corner of the carpet, each holding a gold candlestick, making the sacred space. Three courts ladies, one looking ours, are positioned to the left, kneeling with her hands clasped in prayer. One, probably Mary of Burgundy, wears a blue brocade and ground and hold a small book in her hands. The other two ladies seems to be her attendants. A male figure killing to the right is dressed in red and swing a censer of burning incense, while two other figures are positioned behind the high altar. Well, the use of an open window was influenced by Van Eyck in 1485 oil on panel painting the Madonna of Chancellor Roland, where the pictorial space is divided in two areas, foreground chiaroscuro interior, which lead out through arcade to an expansive bright exterior landscape. In the Vienna miniature, the artist achieves the transition from the foreground to background by slowly diminishing the figure scale and plasticity. The illustration has been compared in breadth of details and style to Van Eyck Madonna in the church and small panel painting, which is yet twice the size of the master illumination. Well, Matthias, Holy Roman Emperor, acquired the book around 1518. He spent much of the period 1578-1581 in the Netherlands, and it disappeared after his death in 1619. Is thought to have been acquired by the Austrian National Library in Vienna 1721-1727. The library was looted by Napoleon's troop in 1809, and the book was taken to Paris. It was returned to Vienna in 1815 following Napoleon's defeat at the Battle of Waterloo. It remains the National Library of Austria, classified as Codex Windobonense 1857. That's all. Thanks so much for paying attention, and until tomorrow. Bye.